Yay! It's float, I'm pretty sure. So that was that, I think.
Bend the pickup should below the centre as shown.
She's almost in.
How exciting. The desert prep continues. I am currently on my way to opposite Loch Warwick Farm to pick up my Brown and Davis tank. Alright, so we've just pulled up at opposite Loch Warwick Farm and just about to go in and get my tank. There it is.
Where do you have poly one? I don't think they did. They didn't have the option for a poly.
Let's go and get it installed. The reason I decided to change the sub rather than the main is because I want more of the weight to be within the wheelbase of the car. And sometimes I come down off rocks pretty hard and land quite hard on the tank. Because the sub tank will likely protrude down a little bit more than the factory one, I think I'd rather have the sub tank that's going to be protruding down more in that center wheelbase where it's more likely to drag across rocks rather than land quite hard on them. So today we're just going to got a few boys coming over to give me a hand. We're going to film the process and see how we go. What's happening, Doug?
Just a bit of GU love.
Dog's trying to help you out, mate.
Yep.
Old Maymay's giving you a hand.
Yeah.
What about Daisy?
Checking.
Daisy here to check your work or what?
Oh, this is gonna be a shit. Where is it? Swing and a miss. It's gonna be one of them ones. Oh, one click wonder. Oh, got two out of that one. To disconnect the lines. I need a screwdriver. My fingers are killing.
Yeah, that's right. You want to go in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so the top of the threads.
Looking a
Pretty
bit average.
Pretty average, yeah.
So I'm going to try to find a donor bolt.
Yeah.
A different one.
Add lighting.
Or do you want me to give it a clean at least?
So this bolt's going to be the one that drops it on my head. Give it the old chicken wing.
Oh, I'll do the caterpillar while you do the chicken wing. How about that?
Let me just see how far I go. That's alright. It's only the guard. So yeah, we're going to need a jack under here. So stay there. Whoop. Need to disconnect this stuff up here. Can I get a small flat blade screwdriver, please?
Yeah.
Stat.
Medium or small?
Medium. Small. Need a small screwdriver. It just.
You want to get a next size down, please, Uncle Gareth?
You'll probably see the footage from this and you think, what's he doing? It's because he can't see what he's doing. Oh, come on. Really? Trying to get this bloody thing off, it just won't come. Fuck, really? Just as I was about to give up, it goes, okay, I'll let you go now.
Bit of high-tech tomfoolery going on here. We've got a laser so we can work out where to cut into the carpet. We're gonna make an incision into the carpet so that we can access the top of the thing. The what is it, John, Gareth, Duck, whatever your name is?
It's the fuel pickup.
Fuel pickup. Do you want the knife or not?
No, that's not going to cut the mustard, mate.
Alright, you want a Stanley knife?
Yeah.
I'll get one of them for you then. Stanley knife it is. What do we got here? Well, it's not a Stanley knife, but it's an SP knife. Will that work? It's not Stanley branded, but...
Yeah, as long as it's sharp.
Hey?
Yeah.
You're just disappointed in the lack of Stanley?
Alright, let me mark it with this Velcro thing I just happened to find.
That's why I left it there.
Tape measure lit up?
Yeah, bro. Tape measure. You know what they say?
Cut a knife.
Measure once, cut twice. Oh wait, hang on. Measure twice, cut once. So due to my drawers and my cargo barrier installation, we can't pull the carpet back as instructed, so we're just going to cut ourselves a little access flap so we can access the panel, but we're just using lasers and measurements to locate exactly where to cut, so we're not making a mess. And John's hard at work right there.
I'm working hard right now. Got everything going on. I was working this morning, but just sorting out my own cars a little bit.
So we used high technology to find the centre, but doesn't mean that Nissan put the plate in the middle
Yeah,
or make it the size. But
that's good enough, right?
Gigantic, yeah.
Could be a thing, but whatever you think, what you do. Because on the side, I want, and then like have perforated.
And gently, without tearing the gasket, remove that.
No way, it'd be a bit light
Right.
as well. I love how deep it is.
So just block that off, keep the dirt out. That's the plug that filled up with dirt.
Yeah, no worries.
You put that in the jar, please. Have you got it's like a 90-degree needle nose circlip plier.
Yes. No, there's a slide, like a latch on the right hand side. No, that's the one that was just... I said yes very confidently, but
Yeah. It's just because they're facing
there's actually
out.
ones that open and ones that close. How good's that?
These are, yeah.
Cargo. Like,
It comes down to me like going in the LEV.
yeah.
What goodies are in here? Nothing.
Ah, beautiful.
That's about as clean as something gets in my car.
You don't trust the LDV.
So
It could be the first LDV to ever cross the Simpson Desert.
Yeah, it could be, although there is always the patrol there to rescue, you know.
Well, it'll probably need rescues because it's very smart. It doesn't want to damage itself, which also means
It just won't do anything, does it?
thing.
I see you got notches in it.
Yeah.
Like that indicates a left-hand thread,
Oh, wow.
typically.
Yeah.
But Chinese crap, they just think, oh, it looks cool putting notches in it. So they,
I didn't know that, actually. That left-hand thread indicator's good, unless it's Chinese crap.
I did get caught out.
There you go. Learned something new, John.
Learn something new.
What did you learn?
I learned that the sub tank on a patrol
It's harder than a main tank on a...
effing annoying, and it's in a terrible spot. And there's very sharp hose clamps here.
keep going, buddy. Keep going.
Oh, Jack!
Keep jacking. Yay! Goodbye.
Undo this hose clamp. I mean, it's probably easy to undo the other hose clamp, but we'll undo this harder hose clamp. Bloody Nissan.
Let's see what else is holding onto it.
Tools, mate.
There is shit holding onto it, but anyway, it's coming down. What's holding onto it, Jeff?
I can't see. It looks like nothing, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah, there's another
yeah,
hose.
yeah.
Pass me the 10mm, please. Pass me the 10mm, please.
Is that a breather?
Might be an 8mm, eh? Yeah, 8mm, please. There is daylight up there, isn't there? There we go.
So we've undone the, is this the sender? Hey, that was a lot easier than your one. At least that part was easier than yours, Gareth.
I'll let the professional straighten that out, and I'm looking at Gareth.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Just look.
What's that?
Catches the pipe across there.
Are the steaks ready or are they still going, Andrew? They're still going.
So what? Just that
No,
bit?
no.
Well, fuck,
The
we've got to get a
pickup
sausage
tube.
somehow.
That's the float.
That sausage
That's
is
the
bubbly.
fuel. The pickup tube. See, it's the bend.
Oh,
I'm going to straighten that so I can reach all the way down.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like so.
The float arm needs to be extended by 50mm. Cut the float arm at the halfway point. Silver solder the fuel float extension.
What?
Well, that says silver solder the fuel float extension wire. So we've given the tank a bit of a slosh out and we've got both of them sitting here. So I'll just do a quick video just to show a side-by-side comparison. It's that there.
And then put that on.
That's the profile there. So what I'll actually do is I'll do a little video showing how far it actually hangs down, because I found when I was doing my research I couldn't figure out like how far down sort of under the chassis rails it hung, and obviously any full driver likes a bit of clearance. So just so you can all see it, I'll show what the difference is.
Yep, now back in. Okay. What, just lower the jack down?
Lower the jack down, guys.
No, I've got it. I just need a Phillips head screwdriver.
Can you reach that one, Lido?
Oh,
you're miles away. No.
Me?
Can you pass
Yeah, just
Phillips head
can't
to
get the
Gareth,
quiet.
please?
Nearly Lido. Keep going. It's just this. Yep, you're on. It's just the top sort of needs to go on a bit more. Like a barb on it.
She's almost in.
I can still smell that fart. Is anyone near the front of the tank?
I can be.
Just need to make sure that plug that I put down there is down the front.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Vicinity?
Yeah, we're good.
You want to get that on camera?
Want me to plug it in?
Yeah, as long as it's near where it needs to be.
Yep, I'm pretty confident we're good.
Yeah, alright. Alright, you can send it.
Send it.
It's down a bit, eh?
Yeah, mate.
How often does Nay go in the art studio?
How often is what?
Does Nay go in the art studio?
Not that often. Why? Because it's dead.
I reckon we could rip that wall down and not tell her.
And just have fucking.
Just say, yeah, man, it's still there.
It's still there. Wouldn't you say
No, but
shit?
so you can both do your own thing and talk.
Yeah.
And maybe store some more
Saw
cars.
some more parts.
I'd fucking love to have that extra space, to be honest, man.
I know, it'd be optimal art.
Cut off tool, I thought I saw.
Yeah, I got a knife. Are you good with that?
Give it the safety edge cut. You know how to cut it off with a safety edge?
Oh.
To get a safety edge on a cable tie, you don't cut it like that. You cut it lengthways.
Oh, why's that?
Well, you don't end up with sharp edges that you just cut your hands on when you try to work on it.
Can I ask a favour? Can you please do a danger edge? I'd rather a danger edge.
Yep. As requested.
I'd rather it be
As
exciting.
requested, there's a sharp edge.
There's a sharp edge. Boys, just careful down here, right?
Yeah, it's sharp edge now.
Well, Duck asked me if I wanted a safety edge on my cable tie and asked for a danger edge. Right, I'll be here. Being careful. Got my strong arm elbow back on there. At least the tank's going to protect my chassis rail. Job's all done, boys are gone home, everything's all finished. So we did have quite a bit of trouble with some parts of it. So as per a lot of aftermarket things, you fit to your car, they don't always fit perfectly. So we're just having an immense trouble trying to get the bolts fitted. They are fitted now, and what I'm going to show you now is the profile of how this looks. Now I didn't exactly do it before, but for anybody that's planning on potentially fitting this sub tank, that's how it looks. You can see that there. So it definitely does hang down more. Wouldn't say it's crazy. It feels very heavy duty. Now, without Jerry's, I can carry about 170 odd litres of diesel. So that should be able to get me that fair bit further, but we'll do a fuel test for that. We installed a long range tank underneath the ZD Patrol. So I decided to install a sub tank. So it was the Brown and Davis 85 litre sub tank OEM replacement. As you saw on the video, it was a bit of fun to install. It didn't all go as smooth as it could have. But what I want to talk about right now is the capacities. So the reason for getting a long range tank is because you may be doing a long trip which requires a larger fuel range. So this car standard has a 30 litre sub and a 90 litre main. So I've replaced that 30 litre sub tank with an 85 litre main, giving me, I think it's, if I do my maths correctly, it's about 175 litres of capacity. But that's not usable, is it? There's always something left in the tank. So what I did was I did a bit of a test, and I worked out after filling both tanks, I can carry 142 litres of usable fuel. This means obviously there's some left in the tanks. I found out with the sub tank, when I first filled it up, when it was completely dry, it took 86 litres of diesel. Then I pumped it straight across to the main tank and filled it up again to get my usable capacity on that one, and it wound up being 63 litres. So there's about 23 litres left in the tank. We found out when we were doing the installation of it, it was the actual pickup itself. It told us to just bend the pickup. We found that that was kind of fouling at different places, so we had to adjust that. So I don't know whether that is going low enough, and we also had to extend the float level. The instructions told us to silver solder it. We wound up just welding it. Basically in the video, we didn't video that because we had to quickly duck over to a mate's house that had a welder, so he could fix that up for us real quick. And we were just in a rush to get the job done, so sorry about that, didn't film it. But yeah, so there's about 23 litres of fuel left in my sub tank, which in a pinch I can actually get it out. So the Brown & Davis sub tank has a drain at the very bottom of it. I know people are going to be thinking don't drain the last sort of literage out of it because of sediment and other things. It's a brand new tank. It's only been filled up once. By the time we get to our main desert crossing, it's probably going to have been filled up maybe 3 times. And I will only drain that out if I get really desperate. So I worked out that out of that 142 litres, I can get myself 822 kilometres, which is around about 17 litres per 100. Not great capacity, but she's a heavy rig, and that was around town. So I'm hoping that that'll actually improve a little bit when we go out to the bush. The desert crossing we're doing is around about, it's just under 500 kilometres. However, they do say that you're supposed to double your fuel capacity. So even with my long range tanks, I have decided that I'm going to carry an extra 60 litres in Jerry's just to make sure. So I'm not going to carry this fuel all the way to the desert. I'm going to spend the money at good old Mount Dare, fill up there before we do the French line crossing, just to make sure, because the desert is actually flooded at the moment and it's intermittently open or closed. So because of Air Creek flowing and because we're doing a west to east crossing, if I get most of the way there and I cannot cross to Birdsville and I have to go all the way back, I just want to make sure I've got enough fuel. Some might say I'm probably being a bit paranoid and overdoing it, but I think in this situation, in my opinion, it's better to have and not need than need and not have. So anyway, that wraps it up. It's all installed. Got a few other things. I've just done the rear brakes on my car, oil change, air filter, long range tanks installed. Obviously that's what this video is about. Getting a gearbox service on Monday, and yeah, hopefully we don't get stuck in the desert. Thanks for watching.